baby brother, sweetie.
No. Send him back! He's staying. He doesn't bite.
Daddy! Wait two! This one extra!
Oh my goodness.
No more babies, okay? Mommy!
Oh, buddy.
Mommy destroyed my world!
Sweetheart, it's okay.
Oh my god.
He did it!
You okay, little man?
We'll figure it out together, promise. You kiss
I hate you, Daddy! You tricked me!
Oh no. I'm sorry, baby.
She's so mad.
Listen, one baby, one, not three.
Oh my god.
You good, you maybe, and you too much. Oh, he popped over me. That's a rude baby.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I can't.
Mommy, there's two of him. They copied him. Oh no.
Oh my
They really did.
Mommy, what is that?
Oh my goodness.
Sweetie, that's your baby brother.
Brother?
Yeah.
Hold on, you can't go yet, gang.
Why not?
You see them cars, twin?
Twin, I'm finna just cross door.
Gang, you see what happened to Tabor? Look at Taylor down the street, gang.
What happened?
Nigga head is over there, he bite down there.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
What up? I'm ready, twin. I'm finna do it.
Bro, sit your happy ass down, twin.
I just wanna go, twin. Strawberries and shit over there. And berries,
Fuck them
twin.
strawberries. I ain't finna die about no berries, twin.
You think you know everything. You're not Rudolph, twin.
What the fuck? What the fuck? The embers off this bitch.
My leg, twin. My leg.
What the fuck?
Nigga,
The fuck you looking at?
Twin, I told you to wait, gang. What the fuck you doing, big bro? Big bro, you can't see, big bro. You
Nigga.
can't see my twin.
Y'all can't see, nigga. I'm driving. I
Bitch,
have
you
my
got a
lights
fucking
on.
Flash on, nigga. You know you can't see with no flash, gang.
Y'all didn't see me coming?
Twin. No. Twin, bro. Bro, see what you done did, bro. Man, I'm gonna have to leave you, twin. You know it's all love, though, gang.
What?
I'm gonna have to go, twin.
It's
Hey,
like-
bro, you a horrible human being, nigga.
Nigga, ain't y'all supposed to be in the North Pole? What the fuck y'all doing
You
here?
think we deer?
Oh, what the fuck you think? Reindeer not even real, fuck, nigga.
Bells on.
Uneducated ass nigga.
You
Come
got
on, reindeer.
bells on.
Bitch, nigga, that's for decoration.
Nigga, that's swag, bitch.
Yeah, we gotta have swag, fuck, nigga.
What up, family? How's everybody doing today? Gifted, highly favored, and loved, right? What's the goal for the day, y'all? What's the goal every day? Man. Get in here real fast, brother. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. And get somebody to smile. Make sure you smile, y'all. Big facts. Check this out, right? I'm so glad I came across this video. Shout out to Booker Johnson. Always spitting the truth. Learning a lot. Separate your emotions and use your logic and just listen and learn. Put shit together to make it make sense. But the fact that he brought up this Jesus, right? It was mind-boggling to me because the shit never fit right with me. And I'm like, how they get Jesus supposedly if the J it came at a certain timeline, and all of a sudden we had Jesus, and then we found out that Jesus ain't Jesus, it was Yeshua. However y'all want to say his name, instead of Jesus. But the fact is, we've always been manipulated. Always. And it's still happening to this day. And this is the biggest reason why.
And so they put us under a spell. What kind of spell? The spell of ghost worship. You understand? Ghost worship. And they said gospel, ghost spell. They put us under some ritual. It sounds crazy, but it's called etymology. It's in the sounds, right? They put us under a spell and had us worshiping spirits. And if I didn't worship a spirit, God, what did they call me? They call me atheos. Atheos. If I don't worship a theory, I'm an atheos. And they say atheist. You see, or in Greek, the same thing, Dios, or in Spanish, Dios, or in French, do. All of these names come out of the same thing, theories. We didn't worship theories because we were Etherians. The ether, atheists. We were Etherians and we were the gases people. If you look at the word gases and change that G, which is the ancient language, from a G in Hebrew we say gemal, in Arabic you say jet. Right? Take the word gas and put the jet there. And what do you get? Yeah. Say it. Gases. Say gases. Yes. And now Hebrew is ga. Gemal. Arabic is ja. Put the ja where the G is at. Jesus. Jesus. Oh. See?
I say this all the time because when I come across people that's stuck in religion, especially Christians, yes, y'all fall short. Now I get it. You have faith. It's towards the right direction, but it's still misleading you. And y'all still falling short because of it. Really think about that. Everybody that's in church that claim they're Christian don't follow the Bible. They don't even follow themselves. They're hypocrites. Why you think that is? It's because emotions is tied behind that. I keep saying this over and over. If you let your emotions control you, you'll walk in possession. If you're weak-minded, you're gonna always be possessed by your emotions because you don't have the brain capacity to sit there and analyze things, to think. You ain't got time for that. So you're gonna be in your emotions. And this was the whole part of the game, to get people to react quick, to just understand things, and don't take the time to understand to overstand the situations. And the fact that he brought this up, this was the part of understanding to overstand. Because so many people keep saying, Jesus is gonna come back and save us. Jesus!
Whoa. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Right. Now, something that I hear an awful lot that is factually incorrect is that there was no Jesus because the letter J had not yet been invented. The problem that you're not putting together in the puzzle is the fact that what you're saying doesn't start with a J in the first place. Because as most things from olden times, it's a compound sentence. G is us. Is us. It's not Jesus. Jesus. G is us. G-S us. You get it? You're not saying J-E-S-U-S. That's Jesus. It's G is us.
So let's take it even further. Notice when there's J-E-S, it's Jess. So it would be Jesus, right? Jessica, right? Jezebel, Jennifer. Any letter after there's Jesse, but that still doesn't give you the G sound. It's because G is a fucking letter. It's not a sound. What words do you know that start with J, that start off G?
Oh my God! Wow!
Let's break that down again, shall we? J-E. If I tell, and you know what was funny? Growing up in school, right? When I didn't know nothing about this, it was confusing when I would see it because I'm like, okay, it says Jesus, but when it was tied to someone else's name that was Hispanic, you know what his name was? Jesus. And I'm like, huh? Jesus? I see that. But why would they have Jesus and then Jesus and it's spelled the same? It had me thinking. So now that I'm at this understanding, and I know these Masons that's out here and what they've been doing, it made total sense. When he broke that down and he said what he said about that G that I always see with the compass, it made sense. Jesus, G is us. And so many people are worshiping G is us. And that's part of the program. It's no different than everybody that's in that Bible looking at these deities as people other than self, because y'all still got to realize, understand, overstand, everything in that Bible was about a journey about yourself. They just put it in words. They put it in the Bible for you. They made you believe in something else other than yourself. Where do you think the Bible even came from? So again, understand, overstand. That's how you get to the root of everything. Trust me, I've gotten in trouble so many times because people never understood the overstand. They always understood the situations. And I've always gotten in trouble. Why? Because I finish the outcome of things. I never start nothing. Don't let that go over your head. Back to Jesus. Oh my God. I came across this video and it just made total sense to me, because I'm like, this is another form of the manipulation. So many people are talking about Jesus coming back and Jesus, and y'all steady saying G is us. These other people that put that out there for y'all to worship them. And y'all wondering why your life ain't right. Y'all wondering why y'all still waiting on your Jesus to come save you. You done lost all your powers because you don't even believe in yourself. That's sad. But really think about that. You got J.E. with Jessica. Anything with J.E. is Jess. There's no G in it. There's no G, Sean. What do you mean? There's no G. But y'all gonna keep saying Jesus. Y'all so manipulated. Y'all so brainwashed. And like I said, what's spiritual is mental. So many people lost their marbles. They lost their Christ conscious. Your corpus callosum that's right in the middle, where it looked like that man is hanging from like this. What do you think that is?
Kamal that you call demonic are in fact your boy Jesus. Why? Because what goes down on the left side is your pulmonary, right? And what goes up on the right side is your ascending artery. Now, if you notice, you have the body of two snakes right here. These are your serpents. Your serpents are your arteries in your veins, the things that run through your body, the ones that are crawling the earth for all eternity, never raising their head to eat. That's your veins, okay? Because your heart is your earth, okay? Heart is earth, right? That's why the world is on your shoulders, because above the shoulders you have your atlas and your axis, which are the first two vertebrae that leads up to the top of the, you understand, or that lead up to the hemispheres. Okay, so if you and right here is where your Nile River runs, which leads up to the pyramid, which is the pons and the medulla. This is your pons. This area right here is known as the pyramid. Okay, this is the base of your brain, which is Set, what you call Set. This guy right here is the representation of this guy right here. The reason behind that is because everything in your body operates independently and has its own job and its own duties. The fact that it has its own job and its own duties means that it has its own characteristics. Where do you think you got the word characters from in the first place? Do you get this? Do you get what I'm saying to you here? So this is why you have, look, you're so upset with these things, right? Notice how I said you're so upset. You're so upset. Get your mind set correct. You think that these things are demonic, but you've been taught everything that you know from them in the first place. Literally, everything that you know right now comes from these literal translations that I'm giving to you right now. You've been taught that your mindset has to be altered. Where is the altar? This is the altar within your mind that is above the set. Oh. So if this is how your mind is set, how come when you're mad, you're what? You're upset, right? How many things are set that have to deal with your mind for you to realize what it is that you're referencing to? When you're sitting here telling me about all of these things that you know, why do you think they called you the Lamb of God? Why do you think that they have your lateral ventricles known as Amun's horn? Amun's horn. Let me repeat that to you again. It's known as Amun's horn. Right? That's the C4 of your hippocampus is Amun's horn. That is part of the lateral ventricles. That's why he has the big ass horns. Everything that you think that you know.
The book is the story about it's been changed into the birth of the devil. Let me show you something. All right, right. So I got this little Geneva Bible thing right here. Quick. Now we're in matte hue. Matte, the foundation. Right? Matte, that's a color. Matte hue. It's the color. Okay, now look. Where were we at? Hey, look, I just want to point something out, right? Because there's been some mistranslations. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall sow his people from their signs. See, because sin comes from sin. See, a sow or a pig or a tool, a doctrine or law, a statement, a message, sow. A family name potentially German, huh? Right. Now, so if you're sowing people from their signs, what are you doing? All right, look, right? See, Middle English started around the 1500s, right? This was still Old English, okay? So think about that. So when they say that they decided that it meant sins in Middle and Old English, so what they were actually saying was that he shall sow his people from their signs, which means that he's going to be cutting them from their mind. The sense, the mind. He was severing them from their minds. You guys got the story of Jesus all backwards. He wasn't the one that was freeing the people. He's the one that they were speaking about when they were saying, beware of false prophets that come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly bear ravenous intent. He was the one that were pulling people out of their minds. It wasn't out of sin. That's why he goes around performing miracles for people, telling them, follow me onto other. Man, follow only through me can you get to the Father. You talking about. Man, they got y'all so fucked up. She's gonna bear a son. That's S-U-N. Whether in German or English. She was birthing the morning star.
Get up, cuz. Boy, we in hell, G. Look. G, we in hell, G. G, what the fuck? G, we in hell, G. What the fuck we doing in here, cuz? Boy, call.
This is the serpent that's in the tree of life. Right here, that's your man on the cross. That's also the serpent that sits in the tree of life. I mean, the tree of knowledge. Okay, this is your tree of knowledge. This is the serpent that sits in it. That's your corpus callosum. Okay, your corpus callosum is the thing that bridges the gap between the left and the right hemisphere. Okay, it's all metaphors. It tells you in the Bible, it tells you that these are metaphors and these are allegories. They don't call it metaphors, they call it allegories in the Bible. And it tells you that, you know, it'll tell you in certain parts of the Bible, these are an allegory, part of this story is an allegory, and this is an allegory, and then people just ignore that shit. Why? Because their preacher doesn't want them reading that. Because if they read that shit and actually understood that it was telling them that part of the characters in the story were just allegories to teach lessons, they wouldn't be able to convince them of gods and demons and devils and all the things that are keeping them stuck in purgatory in the first place. Okay? You have to realize that the church is the last place that you're going to find God. Why? Because you're taught that everything is external. And you're taught that you have to accept bringing something in when it's in you in the first place. You understand? Oh, thank you very much, man. So, you see, if the Son of God is within you, right? It's in everybody. Everybody's the son of God. Why is everybody the son of God? Because that book is about your body. How are you the son? You're the only begotten son. I'll prove it to you right now. In the beginning, you were in the Father. The Father cast you out with all the other angels, and they fell down to the earth. Inside the earth, they had to go down, and then they were born again. This is why you only see pictures of sperm and impregnation from a sideway view. Because if you had it from a frontway view, you would be looking at it from this perspective. So when the sperm goes into the egg, you're what? You're born again. That's your second birth. That's your spiritual birth.
That's your fucking brains. Oh, y'all lost that shit. So many of y'all was just using one side of your brain, and then you lost that somehow along this journey. Guess what controls you?
Emotional damage.
Your emotions. Making emotional decisions and paying the consequences for these things. Because we still not at this understanding that you've been brainwashed and manipulated. We've been lied to about everything. You gotta rewind the time. Y'all gotta start following the program. It's no different than what they showing on TV with this ICE stuff, y'all. In Minneapolis, what do you think that was for? It's a program. Did it happen? Yes. Was it planned? Yes. How would you say that, Sean? Well, if you came across the video, they showed you a bunch of numbers that was involved with it. And if you've been following me, I've said this numerous times about gematria. Our whole history is tied behind it.
Scheduled Wednesday shooting news. Again, it's rare a Wednesday passes without a national news story of a shooting. And this time it's an ICE agent killing a woman in Minneapolis. Of course, Minneapolis is big in the focus of the country because of the Somali daycare fraud video published by Nick Shirley, a pawn of the Trump administration. If you've seen the story this morning, something that's comical about this is they're saying it happened on the corner of Portland Avenue. And think about it. A big story for the past year has been the protests outside of the ICE facility in Portland, Oregon. That's had some violent altercations. Remember the George Floyd thing happened in Minneapolis, and the longest Black Lives Matter protest was in Portland. Probably also not unrelated. Remember the killing officer of George Floyd was 44-year-old Derek Chauvin. And the 44 is what's crucial. Minneapolis is on the 44th parallel north, and gematria Wednesday equals 44, as does shooting, as does ICE agent. In this case, the shooter's an ICE agent. And keep in mind, Nick Shirley, as we talked about, the chosen pawn for the ritual with the Minneapolis video. His birthday's April 4th, 4-4, fateful day in history, the day MLK was killed, the day William Henry Harrison became the first president to die in office as the president of the United States. And if you're new here, the word kill itself equates to 44 with the alphabetic order. That's where K would be the 11th letter, I would be the 9th, L would be the 12th, L would be the 12th. You add it up, kills 44. If you apply numerology to each letter, the 11th letter, K, becomes 1 plus 1 is 2. I is already a single digit number, so I is still 9. L, the 12th letter, becomes 1 plus 2 is 3. So you have 2 plus 9 plus 3 plus 3, which is 17. So kill equals 44 and 17. Here we are on January 7th, 1-7. The word ICE also equates to 17. And ICE is all single digit letters. I is the 9th letter, C is the 3rd, E is the 5th. Added together, 17. But yeah, what a day for ICE to kill. And what a parallel for it to be on. Again, you guys, news by the numbers all day, every day.
We've been lied to about everything. Everything was part of the program. Even your ass. And they got you. So many people looked at that situation and just understood it, got emotional, and got possessed. Just like that. And that's exactly what they want from y'all. For y'all to just react to whatever they show you. Because you're going to believe whatever you see on TV. Because the eyes is useless if the brain can't see. If the brain is blind. So many of y'all lost that. Y'all don't even know how to tap into that. Some of y'all never even tapped into that. But really think about that, y'all. And for so many of y'all gonna listen to this message and get butthurt instead of just using your logical sense and think about what I'm saying. Think about what Booker Johnson was saying. And then maybe things will start to really change in your life. Maybe the Most High is just waiting for you to really wake up. Because so many people are still asleep. Gotta wake up, y'all. We ain't got time like that. I'm trying to tell y'all. Woo-wee. It is ticking, and it is ticking fast. So you better repent, or that's your ass. Oh my God, I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed holiday and a love day, all right?